everybody, I'm Arestria, and it's the new year. Happy New Year! Oh, actually, here in Japan, it's already January 2nd. There's an interesting New Year tradition in Japan that I wanted to talk about today, and it's shopping. So much ridiculous shopping. Every store and department store has giant sales. Most of them are called bazaar, which I love. I don't know why that's the English word they chose to mean giant sale, but it's a bazaar. And specifically, I went to Skyle and Parko today. This is in Nagoya, so if I'm talking about the crowd levels, I don't know what they're like in Tokyo. I'm talking about in Nagoya. At the Skyle building downtown, that's where all like the goth clothes brands are. Skyle opens at 10. I lined up at 9:30. Next year, I'm not lining up. There was no point in lining up. When I left at 10:30, not a single store had sold out of Lucky Bags. So you could roll up at 10:10 and walk in instead of standing in line and going up the stairs like we did. So I'm not doing that next year. Next year I'll just show up. Fashionably late. Pretty much every brand had Lucky Bags. The only exceptions were there's one store on the 5th floor. I don't know the name of the store, but it sells many different brands. Like it sells Hellcats, it sells Algonquins, it sells Derart, it sells Cutie Fresh. And it had Lucky Bags for some of those brands, but not all. So there was no Algonquins bag, which is one I really wanted. And there was no Derart bag, which I would have bought if there had been one. So there's that. I started out with... where'd it go? I started out with an Alice and the Pirates bag. Alice and the Pirates had 3 bags. I don't know what the difference was. Now, Lucky Bags, as you can see, it's a bag, and I have no idea what's inside of it. Some stores will tell you a vague idea of what's inside. Like, they'll say, each bag has 1 shirt, 1 skirt, and 1 accessory. There were 3 different bags at Alice and the Pirates, and I did not understand the store clerk when she was telling me the difference. They seemed to all be the same price, unless I was reading that wrong. One of them was for a different line of clothing, but 2 of them said they were for the same line of clothing, so I don't know what the difference was. I just grabbed one. I was like... Next, I went to Putumayo. Putumayo had 2 types of bags. They had cool stuff bag and cute stuff bag. I like all of Putumayo stuff, so I bought 1 of each. They were also slightly cheaper than most of the other bags, so buying 2 of them was the same as buying 1 of those bags. These bags friggin' suck. I don't know what's inside. I still haven't opened anything. I'm not opening anything on this video because we'll be here forever. But they have these friggin' drawstrings, and they're heavy. Especially this one is friggin' heavy. And these drawstrings just made it a real pain compared to all the cloth bags. The cloth bags were really easy to carry around, but these were brutal. Next, on the 2nd floor, there's a store that sells like Mint Neko and H. Naoto and their own stuff. They had Mint Neko bags, and they also had H. Naoto bags. There was H. Naoto, and there was like H. Steampunk. But I figured if I was buying random stuff, I was better off buying random goth stuff than random steampunk stuff. Next, I went to Parko. Parko has... The only place I ever go in Parko is the children's floor. Because they have the Pokemon Center and they have the Disney store. The Pokemon Center, I don't think they had Lucky Bags. I got there at 10:40 and I couldn't see any Lucky Bags. Even in the giant line of people waiting to check out, I couldn't see any Lucky Bags. I know they had a big sale, and they had new plushies out, and they had, like, chance games to win things. They were so crowded, I walked in, went, and walked back out. Meanwhile, the Disney store had Lucky Bags, $30, and they had giant boxes. Like, they had crates of these left. You could probably go back, like, tomorrow, and they will still have 1 or 2 of these left. So that was nice. I think we'll open the Disney one on video, and I won't open all the rest. And just to give you an idea, this Disney one was 3,000 yen, which is kind of like $30 US, maybe 35 Canadian. Oh gosh, and it's closed. Oh gosh, I was not prepared. You are not prepared for the rage of 10,000 shoppers. Alright, let's see. Apparently I can't operate zippers. Alright, we have... What is it? Blanket? Towel? A towel. We have a Winnie the Pooh towel. This is for science. So this thing is 2,800 yen. So literally, the original price of this item is the price of the bag. Almost exactly. This is what the Lucky Bags is all about, right? Next. Oh. God, it's wrapped in paper. That's some serious stuff right there. We have this little Minnie Mouse. This one does not have a price on it. Made in Vietnam. Yeah, I don't know how much this one would have been original price. But probably at least 1,200 yen. Based on Pokemon Store pricing. Pokemon Store. I know how much stuff is based on just the size. We have a little 100 yen Monsters University character pin. Oh, here's a big pin. 150 yen for some pigeons. I don't even know what these are from. Alright. Ooh, an Ariel bag. This doesn't seem to have a price tag. Is there one in the bag? This is the reason we're not doing opening of all the bags, because just opening things takes forever, apparently. Is there a price tag inside? Yes, there is. So this item is 1,300 yen. A pen set. And I don't see the yen price on the back. Oh, a little Happy New Year card with a 10% off coupon. Put that over there. And a box. Alright. Okay. I don't understand anything that's written on this box. Aha. A Minnie Mouse mug. Is there a price on this? There's a Disney Store.eu reference. Alright. So yeah. Pretty much any store that is not a used clothes store and not a discount store will have Lucky Bags. Even like the Apple Store has Lucky Bags. And I've been told that a couple years ago they had Lucky Bags and they told people in advance that it would either have an iPod or a MacBook Air, and apparently the lines were redonkulous. Now, that was probably not a $100 bag. That was probably like a $1,000 bag. But if it's still cheaper than the item would have been, that's what Lucky Bag is all about. I assume that this is how they get rid of overstock, because a lot of stores don't have like big sale. A lot of stores don't seem to have the big clearance sales for when things go out of sale. Like, I can go to Don Quixote right now and buy some Halloween Hello Kitty socks, and they're not even any cheaper than the Christmas socks or the current socks. So I assume this is kind of how a lot of stores get rid of that stuff, but it's still a really good value. Alright. Does that count as a Japanese culture thing? Shopping? Japanese shopping culture? Really, the lines weren't as bad as I expected. Like this, there was no one in line for the Disney ones. I just walked up a lady was like, lucky bags are this way. And I was like, okay. And I walked that way and I got a lucky bag. Stores themselves are pretty crazy because even if you don't want lucky bags, there are really big sales on. Yeah. All right. See you next time.